guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to be doing first impressions on new makeup. I also am going to be trying to do a holiday look for everyone. A lot of people wanted holiday looks, so we are going to be doing them for the next couple days. I'm going to be trying to upload holiday looks for people. So the first thing I'm going to be using is the No Pore Blabber Primer. So we're going to put this in the T-zone because I don't like my pores. And we are just going to put this on the face. It doesn't smell too bad, actually. I'm going to be going in with my favorite foundation, you know it, Jouer. And I'm going to do 2 pumps in the back of my hand. And I'm going to be using my kabuki brush. So we're just going to... I'm going to prime my lids first with the BH Cosmetics Lid Primer. And then I'm going to go in with my concealer, a Broadway concealer cream. And it is a little... I need to get some new concealers. I've been using my Sharp Shape Tape like a dream, but I try that. So I'm just gonna go in with my kabuki brush and blend it on out. For setting powder, I'm actually going to be using my Airspun. Ooh. And I'm actually going to be using my Wet n Wild new brush. This is a setting powder brush. We're going to go in, paste up quite a bit of powder on the brush, and we're just going to buff it in. Contour by Profusion I got. This is their contour palette. Right here. Comes with a little brush. Medium contour. There's a light, there's medium, and there's a deep. I'm going to use the medium contour. And we're just going to So the brush wasn't too bad. Brush wasn't too bad, but I'm actually just going to use my big puffy one. Just go in a little bit. I'm just going to do the top of the head, see what happens if I use a bigger brush. Not too bad, actually. I think it's kind of hard to get it into the pan since it's such a big brush, but it works. That's what you're going to do. And I did like the medium one very much. So now I'm going to use the Airspun again, and basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to carve out the contour. I do like this brush quite a bit. It is very good for going underneath the eyes. So that is a huge one by Wet n Wild that I really appreciate this brush quite a bit. So for $7.99, I think it was a good buy. This is actually a really good palette. I did like the medium, but I am going to use the highlight. I'm going to use my Wet n Wild highlighting brush, and this is Summer Bright. And there we go. So that is Summer Bright on the highlighting area right there. I actually really like it. It's a very pretty highlight. So this palette is actually pretty good. You can come with an assortment of colors, and I think it was only $9.99 at Walmart, or not Walmart, Target. So I do like this very much. So I do like this as a contour palette. They are creamy. So I'm going to use basically an assortment of palettes. I think I'm going to use like 4 or 5. So I have to get them out because I have it in my brain what kind of colors I want to use. Now it is the Christmas season. Green, so I think we're going to do green. A lot of people use reds and plums. I'm going to do green. I'm going to do green eyeshadow today. I'm going to be using a couple of different palettes. So for the first palette I'm going to be using, and I will link all the palettes down below, I'm going to be using the Laura Lee palette first. I'm actually going to go in with her first shade, which is the Okie Dokie. This is a white shade, and it is a good color for my base. I think this is the only color I'm actually going to be using from this palette. So Okie Dokie is a really good white color, and it's a really good for the base. So that's done. The next one I'm going to be using is the Retro Love by Bad Habit. This actually has some really good greens in here. I'm actually going to be using one of these two right here. I think I'm going to go in, so I'm going to go into Mood, and I'm going to use this color right here. And I'm going to use a small blending brush. I'm going to use, basically using a blending brush by e.l.f. I'm going to go in very lightly. Since this color is very pigmented, I'm going to buff it in the crease very lightly. I'm not going to use too much. I want to see how it's going to look first. So I'm just going to do a little bit, and we're going to see what it looks like in the crease. Yeah, so she's pigmented, as you guys can see. I want to go in light. I don't want to go crazy amount because it's going to be really dark. Then I'm going to take a clean brush, and I'm just going to buff out any of the harsh edges and make sure it's blended out real nice. Okay, so that is the first green color that I'm going to be using. Galaxy Chic is a really good palette. They do have some good greens in there as well. They have Comet, which is a really good green. Comet and Meteor kind of look exactly the same. They are greens as well, but they are not as, they're not like a dark Christmas green. So maybe what I will do is I will use Comet, and I will use that in the corner of my eye. Yeah, I think I'm gonna use that in the corner of my eye. Comet is actually the name of my dog as well, so I'll wear him today. So Comet is in the corner of my eye, and this is from the Galaxy Chic palette by BH Cosmetics. They have a great assortment. This is a baked palette, and this is a 18 baked color, and I think this was $16 on their website. So Comet is in this. So I'm going through a lot of different palettes with you guys, and I will be linking them all down below. Okay, so the next one I'm going to use is a matte, and this is from the Androgyny palette by Jeffree Star. I'm actually going to go in this Poison one. It is a green color, a very green color, and she pigmented. So I'm going to be using Poison from his Androgyny palette. This palette is a beautiful palette. I'm going to be using a dome brush by e.l.f. I think it is, and I'm basically just going to very lightly, not a whole lot, tap it off a couple times, and we're going to buff that into the outer V and kind of make that pop a little bit more. And then I'm basically going to take that clean brush Then for underneath the eye, I'm actually going to use Poison as well, and I'm going to smoke out the under eye. Okay. So now that I have that all buffed out and everything, I'm actually going to be using now a different palette. So I've got, and the last one I'm going to use is a shimmer shade. And this is by the Bad Habit Aurora. And this is called Ecstasy. And it is a very green, dark Christmas shade. Right there. And I'm going to be using that on the entire lid. And I'm just going to use my finger and see how it goes, because these shades just need fingers. So I'm gonna bring you guys in close. Okay, so that is the green eye look that I did. I'm going to do my eyelashes. I'm going to finish the other eye off camera, and we will be back and see the final look. Alright guys, I am back. So this is the finished look. Okay, so a couple of things. I didn't have a green lipstick, so I used Jeffree Star's Poinsettia on my lips. So that is what I'm wearing on my lips. And I did use green on the eyes because a lot of people do red in the holiday. I've come to see a lot of red looks, but I wanted to do a green look. I wanted to do real Christmassy. I actually really like this look. So if you guys don't like it, I really don't care. This is a Christmas look I actually might wear on Christmas Day to my families. That's just me as a person. I don't know. I'm still debating on what I'm going to do, and I kind of like this look. It's very pretty. It's very bold, which is something I don't quite do a lot of, but it is bold. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And if you don't like me, if you don't like my channel, I really don't care. This is what I like doing about makeup. And please subscribe down at the bottom if you like this video. So I will see you guys on the next one. Bye.